What's up, guys? It is New Year's. I'm still up, doing nothing, so might as well play some Farm Sim. We have... I just finished up a new logging trailer, so we have that in game now. We were having issues with log collisions. It was kind of like really lagging our game. Anyways, nice to see people are out here watching FS live stream on New Year's. I'm not much of a partier myself, so. Pretty impressive. There's 12 people watching already this late. It's pretty much 1 o'clock in the morning over here on the East Coast. I don't know, this morning I was so tired I slept till like noon. It's been a long, busy Christmas, that's for sure. Anyways, we'll bring in the 6R back over to help us push in some logs. We got this 51 footer. I just finished doing all the UV mapping and in-gaming on this. We were using the in-game log trailer, but that it doesn't work the greatest. It's a little small. It has too many like side pieces, so it's kind of hard to load. We have kind of a mess in logs right now. So, just trying to clean up some of these odds and ends here. These are 11-meter logs. This trailer can handle them very easily, and then probably like another 6 or 8 meter. It really should be using like an excavator or something like that to load these, but whatever. Gotta use what you have. So this is Arctic. I couldn't really find good decals for Arctic, so Just kind of settling with what I have right now. Cleaning up some of these ugly piles we have going on. Relying pretty heavily on our 6R to push these trees to be a little bit more flush. I don't know how our piles got so messed up over here. Should be able to push this. See a lot of familiar faces in the chat. So what happened is those log racks, that placeable log racks, they worked really well, but the collisions were like too close together, and started causing lag issues. So then we went ahead and deleted the log racks, and they kind of just dropped there, but during that time we were trying to grab these, they got really messed up because it was glitching. So every time we try to get a real decent grab of logs, they kind of glitched out on us. Starting to clean up the piles now, so it's a little bit more manageable to grab them, so they're not so far out of line with one another. So that should be pretty good. I'll probably be able to push some more with this bucket. My New Year's was like an hour ago, pretty much, so Happy New Year's to those that it's coming up. think we have the height to get over this. We're gonna have to push this the other way now. Kind of contemplating making like a logging excavator, something like that. I know Polygonish had kind of a basic excavator loader thing. I don't think it has a very decent detailed interior, but that can always be addressed later on. I think it would be nice to have, now that I have my log trailer, the ability to have an excavator kind of pick up these logs and place it in the trailer. Because this front loader, it's great, but it's still pretty difficult to really manipulate all the logs. I think running an excavator with kind of a mechanical grapple would be a lot easier. Alright, now we gotta be kind of more selective in what we're picking up over here. These two little guys, and I think the mess should be almost finished. this wheel loader is a little too small. So we'll call that a full load. First load of logs with the new trailer. I believe this is a 51 foot. It's supposed to be a 51 foot anyways. We have our low boy down here from hauling our Scorpion. The in-game trailer, the log trailer, is very, it's either super top heavy or tippy like this one. You gotta be really careful when you're pulling these log trailers. They're just very top heavy. What I might end up doing is kind of stiffening up the spring and dampener. Maybe lowering the center of gravity a little bit lower. Right now I think this trailer is like 0.5 in the height. Why is this guy stopped? The truck stopping there kind of screwed up my turn. And the cell trigger is too low, so we actually have to back these trailers up into a pond, which is kind of funny. We also upgraded the engine in this Cat truck. It had 535 horsepower, and then we bumped it up to 550 for extra $5,000. So if we drive over this trigger, it's too short for our logs. Besides that one, what we end up doing is just backing into the pond. no one over here to unload us. Just like that. Made like $7 grand on that trailer. So we really don't even need the trains over here anymore, but good thing there's no damage mod. So technically this log trailer is the first new mod for 2017. One of many to come, I'm sure. I don't even really like this. I'd rather have, I think there's a 40 some odd foot that doesn't have the step deck. Because this trailer is really bigger than what we needed for. Cutting 11 meter logs. It holds the 11 meters pretty well, but I think this is mostly set up for hauling our 6 or 8 meter pieces. Nice thing about this trailer, open on both sides, it's a lot easier to load than the train. in progress now. There was a huge pile of logs where I'm driving right now. It was. And that's what was causing all the glitching. So when you're using those log racks, it packs the logs so tight. That it was kind of causing issues with collisions, so. The pile right there on my right that I packed earlier, it was good, wasn't causing any issues. May or may not be too heavy for front loader to get up and over. Which I think it is, so I'll just try to push them in the middle more. That should be good. Say that looks like another full load. See what I mean? This trailer, it's a little bit long. It's probably 6 or 7 meters longer than what we really need. Because I don't think we're ever going to really cut any logs shorter than this 11 meters. If we do it, because I mean we get 3 cuts out of these trees and we have no waste, so it's working really well at the 11 meter mark. Truck's getting pretty dirty now. Speed limit of 35 miles an hour around here. So I imagine we're going to get a little over 7,000 on this load. It's pretty full. The internet's lagging. Gauge our diff. Might as well just lower my steering axle so that's actually doing something. Lagging! Oh god. Now what? That's what happens when you lag, I guess. How the heck do we get out of here? So you can see we have a lot of trees left to go. That's a load. Another big grapple bucket full. That's pretty dang close to being full. Two big scoops and that trailer is loaded. We need more truckers. I'd use the train. The train is just, our logs are they're not too long, but they need to be perfect to get loaded into that train. Where this, I can be pretty sloppy with the loading, and it's gonna fit. You know, they're sticking out all over. It's a nice thing about using these semi trailers is it's a little bit slower to get there because they're a little bit more top heavy and stuff. They don't hold as much. But they take a fraction of the time to load. You know, you can spend 10 minutes loading that train car if you make your piles sloppy. Where this thing just literally took me like a minute. It's not that bad when there's two guys on. One guy can get in the wheel loader, another guy can kind of plumb them up with the bucket on the 6R. And that seems to work pretty well. But the semi-trailer is definitely one person, more friendly to the one-man operation. I would cut longer trees, but this is the longest tree we can bring to the mill without getting a price penalty for being too long. Once you go over 11 meters, you start getting a big hit in your prices. The game, I'm not sure if the game's lagging or not. It might be because I'm recording live streaming as well. And I record my live stream and it uploads immediately. And I record it at a pretty high bit rate. It's like 4.5 megabits per second that it records at. So it takes quite a bit of my internet. But you can see the server is kind of getting like lag spikes here and there. Could be due to all the logs. I'm not really sure. Very Games is supposed to be updating the server by the 1st. I didn't see that they actually updated mine yet. I changed the price multiplier on logs to 1/4 of what it should be. Just because I'm not really a huge fan of becoming a millionaire for harvesting, 20 trees. We're still way over. We're more than double. We're probably getting close to $80 a ton in trees, which a good price for lumber is about $32-ish, $32 a ton, I believe. So we're almost 2.5, 3 times that still. I think the default price for lumber is close to like $350 a ton, the way the game's set up. Wish we could get a little bit bigger wheel loader. This is just small enough where it causes issues. We could get something that was maybe 5,000 pounds heavier or something. I think we'd be in a lot better shape. So far. See if this tips me over. We might be able to get by with it. Grab a little bit, get in the 6R, and push. Wow, what's going on? key is to get in your nice square right in the middle. That's a full load. That's a full load. I really hope Giants comes out with a new patch for logging, because these logs glitch like nobody's business. You see them flipping up and down, logs disappear through the ground. I never experienced as many glitches in 15 logging, although I didn't really do it that much. But 17, the logging it's incredibly glitchy, and I don't think it has to do with the logs. I think it has to do with the tension belts when you're strapping the logs down, because that was obviously that wasn't in 15, and they introduced that in 17, and I noticed that all the glitching that is occurring, like on the trains when you're locking down the logs with the straps, it locks up the server, freezes the game, causes huge lag. So it's definitely something to do with these tension belts and the collisions of the logs that it just totally it bugs out the game sometimes, which is unfortunate because it's a great idea, the straps, but definitely has issues that needs work. See, look at that. That guy's freaking out. I have no idea why it's doing that, but it is. It's not like these are packed in there all super tight. Use gravity to drop them in, and it's still glitching out. Happened on the train too. Ooh, cutting that corner close. Anyways, really liking this new trailer. It handles pretty well. I think the springs could maybe get stiffened up a little bit because it's still a little too tippy. Definitely longer than what we need, but what can you do? So we're at 22.7. Nice. That was a good haul. That was about $9,000. We were getting about 10 grand on a train, so we can almost. We're coming within $1,000 of a fully loaded train car with this semi-trailer. So, I mean, a packed train car is 10 grand, and I packed that, and we still have room on the front. So we can actually get more money worth of logs on this trailer than using the train. So. Unfortunately, we don't have any 6 meter, 8 meter pieces that we can put up front, nor would I really want to. If anything, I'd like to go like a longer, kind of like what that cotton top guy does, puts in 60, 70 foot trees. I just don't want to take the penalty for being too long at the mill. Otherwise you could put a 30 meter tree on this easy. Let's say we got at least 2 more trailers out of this pile here. Yeah, this thing just gobbles up trees. Gobbles up too many trees, actually. Literally can't lift this thing. It's probably gonna... Yeah, there we go. I gotta... open on my grapple here. Let a couple of these go. someone's saying they were watching since I uploaded on FS11. I started about halfway through FS13. I never played a FS11 or 09. It's coming in pretty late to the FS scene. So technically this is the first video of 17 as well. Might be the last load on this trailer. That's another full load right there. Should be close to 9 grand. Lock the straps. And we probably got another trailer and a half in that pile. Pretty quick. Definitely loading more logs per hour by myself with this log trailer than 2 guys in the train. Probably takes us half hour or more to load that train, and then it probably takes another 5 minutes or so. I'd say it's probably a 40-minute round trip, if not closer to 50, to do a full round trip with the train. But that train turns into 40,000 real quick once you unload all 4 train wagons. Oh my god, almost tipped over there. We got some casualty logs. There's probably like 3 or 4 logs that kind of fell off from when me and Jake were on here. We were using the in-game flagell, I believe, and that trailer just sucks. Too many side posts to do any good. You can't get your gravel bucket in there to unload. The wheels are super spongy, or suspension or something, or the center of gravity is high. I don't know what it is, but that flagell is just, it's quite a bit shorter. It works really well because it can hold like 12 meter logs. That's pretty much the max. These 11 meters fill it up pretty well. Maybe you could stick a meter or two out the back if you want to put a bigger log in, but it just can't handle the weight, it seems like. Oh great, this red car just screwed me over. So this thing's working pretty well. Probably gonna go and invest in probably a 40 footer. 40 foot straight deck. This 51 foot step deck is just too long for what we need it for. Works well though. You can get super sloppy with your logs if you wanted to. So we're at 31.6. This is 9,000. We should break 40,000. Nope, not quite. Oh, at 8,500. We're 8,000. Still not a bad haul. If we could bring like 16 or 18 meter trees to the mill and get full price, I'd totally do that. Whatever that comes out to, you know, whatever like a 60, 70 foot tree would be. If we could bring that to the mill for full price, that would be fun. I'd enjoy doing that kind of logging. Because technically I don't believe that's kind of a long load. I still think that would be, technically this is a short log trailer. They make long log trailers that it's a very different setup. You got the attachment on the truck or like a short dolly, and then it's got kind of a spanning chassis. Doesn't really make sense to do that kind of logging in this game because you get like literally like 40 cents on the dollar if you were to bring those to the mill, unless you kind of make custom price multipliers at the trigger to compensate. I also think we have about 4 pallets of wool over here too. So that's about $4,000. Yeah, we're at 90% efficiency on our sheep, and the price of wool. Oh, apparently there's a great demand for soybean going on right now too. Yeah, almost $5,000. So I definitely think we should take a break for a bit. Sell some beans, perhaps. Maybe sell some wool pallets at $5,000. I think we're gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna hook up to the low boy and drop that off. Hook up to the low boy over here. Not quite sure how I'm gonna load the pallets. I don't have any forks. Maybe I can just grab them. Grab them and put them on this low boy. I don't know what I'm gonna grab them with though. Maybe I can grab them with my 6R bucket. So we're taking about 2 rows of trees per pass, alternating sides. It seems to be working well. Can keep up with the stump grinding. You can see we haven't ground those stumps yet. So, gotta see if I can. See if I can grab these wool pallets with this grapple bucket. Seem to want to work. That worked. Who needs forks? happened. Works for me. We gotta go figure out where I sell this wool at. Probably the spinnery. Hopefully we get a pretty decent payoff for this. Four pallets at like $5 grand a pallet. Right, I saw that right. Oh, over $5 grand a pallet. Awesome. So this is our first load of wool. So like we have like 60 sheep or something like that. I don't have straps on this this trailer. I think I'm gonna put straps on it though. We have a gooseneck. Oh my god. We have a bale trailer, and then we also have the PJ gooseneck as well. So we don't actually need to be using this. I'm guessing this is the spinnery right here. How the hell am I supposed to get in there? Making like mad dough. We're making insane amount of cash doing this. Wow, that could have been in a better location, first of all. How much do we make off of wool? 39 grand. We've sold 66,000 in wood. Last time we were on here, we did about 37. So oh yeah, we were doing this since So that was a good haul for wool. Now I think we're gonna take a load of soybeans in, because I think that's pretty high too right now. And we should probably wash our truck. So our soybeans are all planted and growing. I think most of the equipment's washed. Want to confirm the prices on at the bakery. It's 1,000. So all of our fields are planted to soybean. Take advantage of our plow, that 10% from plowing. We almost had 100,000 in beans, so this holds like 53. So I'll be taking 2 trailers to the bakery, which is my first turn. So we should get another 98,000 or so for whatever we have in this trailer. 53,000 plus another whatever to get up to 98,000. Good day to make money, that's for sure. So I believe this is the turn I want. I really like these end dump trailers. a decent haul. Price is already down again. So I think that's all we're gonna be able to sell. I'm not gonna sell it if it's under 1,000. That makes sense. At least we got one big haul in. I don't know why the price fluctuates so much. I thought they fixed that. Anyways, I'm gonna wash this. It's getting pretty dirty. Go back to hook up our brand new freshly washed truck. Go back, hook up to our log trailer. I'm surprisingly not that tired right now. It's about 2:30 in the morning. This dick pulls out in front of me. What the? These traffic people are insane. Now that we have money, I should probably go ahead and finish up my Silverado I'm working on. So, I still have my livestock trailer. We almost have enough for another truck and trailer, but issue is we never have enough people to run. never enough of us on the server to keep 2 trucks busy. It's a pretty sharp looking rig. What is going on? Logs are glitching out on me. Pile's getting pretty small now. surprised if I can get all of these in. Piles are officially dead. And hopefully we get some decent money out of this trailer. Hopefully we can get to 140,000. Be nice. $8,300 trailer. Imagine we will. We're gonna tip. No, saved it. Dude, that was close. That was close. Had it fully pinned up the hill, 13 miles an hour. We got a heavy load. We need to run over some scales. I want to see how heavy we are. I think there's some scales up in this. This biogas plant, although it may or may not be under a building, in which case we may not fit. I'm gonna run up here and see what we get for scales. Hopefully we're not. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's a pretty tall building, so we should be good. Alright, anyone want to put in their guesses for how heavy we are? to see what you guys think, how heavy we are. There's 28 people. I'm gonna guess 60,000. If it works. Someone's saying 50. I'm saying 60. Someone's saying 60. Oh, there's always one dick. Always one. 80. It's gonna be. Okay, we'll go. We'll see what it is. Can I get the whole. That can't be right. Is that right? Well, it says 13. That can't be right. This thing is heavy as hell. Wow, we're all off. Or that's off. There's no way this fully loaded rig is 13. The truck and trailer alone are over that. I don't think that works right. That's way off. That's what you get for giants running the scales. This thing would probably be close to 80,000 pounds. If not over that, with a triaxle. Well, that's kind of disappointing that those scales don't actually work. Because I know that this trailer weighs in at about 53, this truck is about 65-ish, 53. I'd have to look at what it is in kilograms, or kg, whatever it is. I mean, tons, metric tons we're at. Would probably be over 12, 13. So I don't know, maybe it doesn't like recognize the weight of the trees. I'm sure it works with like a trailer that has a capacity, but for trees it probably doesn't recognize the weight of these trees. Which is unfortunate. It just recognizes the weight of my truck, so it's weighing my truck and trailer, not the logs. So this truck and trailer is 13,000 whatever, and then it probably has probably has 40, 50,000, if not more, in lumber on it. Yeah, this is kind of heavy load. 141, so that was a $9,000 load. Not bad, not bad. Pulls right out of there with the front diff locks on too. If we were to chip all the wood and put it in a trailer, it would recognize the weight of the chips. Doesn't recognize whole logs. It should. Shame on you, giants. Don't they know that log trailers need to be weighed too? You can only put like 40 or 50,000 pounds on a trailer. That's on a tandem. We're on a triaxle, so we could probably load up with 60,000 pounds. We'd still be under 80,000. We're not maxing out this trailer either. We're probably like 3/4 full on every load we've taken in because we don't load that front part. I'd imagine you could probably get this rig up to 100,000 if you were to load up the front in real life. We got 3 axles on the trailer, a pusher cheater axle in the truck. Anyways, we got some decent dough now. I think we were talking about getting another truck, although we don't really need it. I don't think we have any loans out. We might still. I think we paid off our loan. Repay. Yeah, so we had $5,000 loan. Oh well. So we're debt free. We have 136K in the bank. Got over 100,000 liters of corn still. Got like 43,000 or so soybeans. Fields are planted. Planter's full. So I think we're doing pretty well financially right now. Got a new log trailer. Probably got 40,000 in logs sitting here on the ground. Stump kind of right in the way. Looks like we got a tree branch. The scorpion missed a branch. It's probably gonna be my last load for the night. Still quite a few of you guys watching. Been streaming for over 2 hours, so hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I'm just gonna drive this back to the job site and call it a day. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it a night for logging. So, thanks for watching, like and subscribe. Thanks.